What's going on, guys? Madbricks here. Welcome to the first LEGO review on this channel. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by and go over this set with me. And so I thought that for our first review, we would kick things off easy by reviewing set number 40619, the EVE and WALL-E BRICKHEADZ. It retails for $14.99 USD or $19.99 Canadian. It's a 10 and up set that has you working with 155 pieces to put these two BRICKHEADZ together. I really like the concept of the BRICKHEADZ sets. Giving fans of certain characters or brands in pop culture the ability to buy collectible and buildable versions of their favorite characters for display is really smart in my opinion. They don't take up much space, they're easy to build, and though they're not super detailed, you never have any doubt about which character you're looking at. So for the two figures that we're going to review, let's get into the MAD rating system. The set doesn't contain any minifigures for us to review, so we'll skip this section for the sake of our score. But we do get a red toolbox that we find WALL-E holding, which can be a great addition to a LEGO city where you might have minifigures doing work or repairs of some kind. I didn't have this piece before getting the set, so it's a win in my book. Let's talk about these characters. First, WALL-E, the 193rd BRICKHEAD in the lineup. On the front, the two tiles represent his speaker and solar battery display. We also get a printed WALL-E brick. And we love printed pieces here on this channel. In one claw or hand, WALL-E is holding a little toolbox we talked about earlier to represent the by and large cooler that he used to carry the valuable things he found during his workday. And on the other hand, he's holding the little plant he found that started him on his whole adventure. I would have liked a clip on his back for him to be able to hold his cooler there like he does in the movie, but that's just me nitpicking. So overall, for the scale and for the number of pieces used, WALL-E's pretty accurate. I'd give him a 9 out of 10. Now Eve, the 194th BRICKHEAD in the lineup. The more plain of the two characters, there wasn't much that LEGO had to replicate to make it accurate. They got her shape mostly down, but we'll talk more about that when we score the set's design. But what is a nice touch is that when you open Eve from her center, there you find a little compartment with a plant inside, like Eve used to complete her mission. I like the use of the translucent block at the bottom of her character, as well as translucent plates in between her head and body to give off the effect that these are floating. So I would score her a 7 out of 10. Now for design. Back to WALL-E, his square design really works with LEGO bricks. It comes together almost naturally with how the pieces connect to one another. His treads are a simple design that works well, and his binoculars are attached to his body by some hinge pieces that allow for a little bit of customization when it comes to displaying him. And that's great because we know that with WALL-E not having a face to express himself with, he often did this with his eyes or his neck. The lenses on his binoculars or his eyes were huge compared to the actual character, but I suppose that's just LEGO sticking with the BRICKHEADZ theme of giving the characters big heads. Binoculars being as large as they are compared to his body, I wish they could have added more hinges to allow for some more posable expression, like he does with his eyes. That or make the binoculars smaller to be more true to the character's proportions. So for design, I'd give WALL-E an 8 out of 10. Now back to Eve. Where WALL-E shines in LEGO as a more square, blocky character, Eve's design naturally falls a bit short as she's an oblong character with round edges. In keeping with the BRICKHEADZ pattern, Eve's eyes are farther apart than they are represented in the actual character. Or maybe it's the fact that a solid blue round tile is used instead of a translucent blue, but has the effect of giving her a blank stare when her eyes are her most expressive feature. I almost wish that they made her character 3 studs wide and long, like Rocket, BRICKHEADZ number 69, or Yoda, BRICKHEADZ number 71, but with the same height, just to make her more slim. I think that doing that would alleviate several of the issues that I have with her design, mainly her being blocky and her eyes being too far apart. I would score her a 6 out of 10. So the final score is 7.5 out of 10. Overall, the set is great. WALL-E is naturally the star of the set with his little recognizable details, and you can't have WALL-E without Eve, though I think she falls a bit short. For $15 is not a bad deal. I'd recommend the set as a gift for a fan of the movie WALL-E, as a fun activity to do with your kids, or as a simple build to do with your significant other. I look forward to seeing which other characters LEGO recreate as BRICKHEADZ in the future, but I hope that they're willing to break the mold where they can to make the characters act accurate as possible. Which characters are you hoping to see as BRICKHEADZ? Let me know in the comments below, and consider subscribing. Madbricks out.